I've seen bigger spas in the UK and spas with more thermal facilities, but I've yet to find somewhere that ticks as many boxes as this place. It's a super stylish country house hotel, amazing food by Angela Hartnett and Luke Holder. It's got a fantastic spa design with lots of gorgeous alfresco spaces, great fitness program, great therapists, but it's also got something that's much harder to organise. A truly magical setting. The New Forest is one of the most glorious places in the UK, so you've got 5-star forest bathing right outside every window. Our 2024 UK Spa of the Year is the Herb House at Limewood. I can't think of many spaces more inspiring for a yoga session than this rooftop. It's got views over the ancient oaks, borders that are planted with medicinal herbs, and the forest canopy supplying a wonderful, restful soundtrack. The rooftop is just a great place to find some headspace. Tibetan monks have been practicing meditation since the 17th century. Finally, we've cottoned on to how brilliant it is. Scientific studies show that it's great to improve your brain function, your immune system, and to reduce stress. And there are lots of classes here that you can join and give it a go.
I feel like for me the benefits of practicing yoga outdoors are the really calming and grounding effect that it gives the nervous system. I also feel like it really deepens the mind-body connection when you're flowing amongst nature.
I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes it does rain in the UK, but the Herb House has got that covered. The Hideout, it's indoor-outdoor studio. The Hideout Studio is the next best thing to being in the great outdoors. And better still, it has heated floors, so you'll stay toasty even if it's freezing outside. Sound baths are honestly one of my favourite treatments. I just find them so relaxing. To me, it's like a lazy person's way to do meditation.
The benefits of sound therapy are many. Every experience is very unique to the individual. Many people report a reduction in anxiety. Some people have inner visionary experiences. It creates a sense of well-being and peace.
Limewood's gorgeous bedrooms are a great place to process your spa's day in style. You can choose from cute cabins to grand suites, many practically in touching distance of the ancient trees. And then there's this, the splendid isolation of the lake cabin. It's like being on your own private island. The Herb House Thermal Suite is pretty small, but I don't see that as a bad thing. To me, thermal suites are a bit like toddlers. We love them, but after about 15 minutes, it all gets a little repetitive and, whisper it, even boring. All you really need is one hot sauna, and this one has an amazing view, a sizzle in a steam room, and then a short, sharp, very cold shock. Here you can choose from a dunk in a cold shower or a plunge in an icy pool for that Wim Hof moment. Ayurveda is so popular in the UK now, but honestly, sometimes I think the therapist could be reciting a shopping list for all the interest she's really got in the practice. Limewood has spent a lot of time and money bringing over a really authentic, genuine Ayurvedic specialist. Sheena, can you tell us about your background?
I have studied for more than 2 years. It's not only about the treatment, it's about the medicine, nursing, and pharmacist, and as a combination of the treatment as well. So Ayurveda is an Indian traditional treatment. So the Ayurveda word is a Sanskrit word. The word translated science of life or knowledge of life. So the Ayurvedic treatment is developed 3,000 years ago. I would say it is one of the world's oldest physical healing system. So the Ayurvedic treatments are done for treat the illness, prevent the illness in Indian traditional treatment voice.
The one set of exercises that everyone should include in their workouts would be mainly core. Core is so important. That's your plank, your sit-ups, your V-sits, all going to stabilise the upper body and also help with stability and overall strength.
How important is fitness and exercise in the spa offering?
People know how important fitness is in their lives, and we try to integrate it in every which way we can. But for the Herb House, it's really important because it's a way of life, so we build it into everything they do. So we try to look at it in a very holistic, three-dimensional approach.
Contrast therapy, where you use hot and cold, is so trendy at the moment. Do you do that here?
Yeah, we do. So it's something that we looked into to expand, but we have hot and cold contrast workshops and retreats where we have a practitioner come in and do breath work.
And do you do cold therapy yourself?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
So what we would normally do is with the workshops we'd have our practitioner go through breath work and talk about the importance of getting prepared for cold water immersion. We'd do a bit of yin yoga, and then we would get into the cold water for a period of time, and again trying to keep as relaxed as possible. So what you're doing is you're trying to make sure that you control your breathing, so you're not. And then you just maintain a composure throughout the session, and it would be guided, so we wouldn't expect people just be able to just jump in by themselves with no guidance. You'd have someone there with you, talking you through it, keeping yourself as relaxed as possible, and just getting acclimatized to it.
One of the real pluses of this place is the food. So many UK spas are fairly unimaginative on the nutrition front, but from the start, Herb House made a big statement about its food. Its Raw and Cure Cafe does exactly what it says on the tin, getting most of the nutritional value from ingredients through minimum intervention.
My food philosophy, I suppose, is seasonality. I'm really lucky to be working with Kate closely from 4 Acre Farm in Ringwood, which is a no-dig farm. They use no pesticides, no chemical fertilisers, no nasties basically, and are super seasonal, so we're getting all this amazing produce.
We've kind of started to look away from your 5 a day traditionally, which was very well known, and we've started to go into more of like a 30 a week, so getting a really diverse range of produce, different colours, like we're still all for Eat the Rainbow, getting all the nutrition in there.
The cured salmon comes from this cute little smokehouse tucked into the grounds that you can visit throughout your stay. Luke, can you tell us about the cured bit of Raw and Cured Cafe?
Yeah, so we tried to add simple ancient arts of smoking fish and curing meats. And curing meats is the fermentation of meats, which is good for your bioculture inside. And where does the salmon come from? It comes from Loch Duart, one of the most ethically reared salmon in the country. Comes out of the water on a Monday, is here on a Wednesday, and is cured and smoked by Friday. Amazing. And can we taste some? Absolutely. So one thing that we do here that's slightly different to most smoked salmon that you come across is we leave the crust on. Most commercially produced salmon take the crust off, so we often get a feedback that it tastes very similar to how smoked salmon used to be. Is there any health benefits of the crust? Well, I just like the smoky flavour from it. It's lovely, actually. Really lovely. And it adds a nice texture to it. But the key is just getting it in whole, on the bone, and doing a simple curing process, so it only goes under salt and sugar. We don't try to put anything fancy in it, and then it's smoked over oak wood. There's just no end to his talents. Well, you know, it's actually a really good stress reliever. There's also plenty of opportunity for foraging, both in the forest and in the hotel's gardens.
My role here at Limewood is I'm lucky enough to be their resident forager. So on a seasonal basis, we do lots of amazing walks around the grounds. In the spring, it's really brilliant to go into the woods. In the summer, the wildflower meadow is amazing. And then again, at this time of year, in autumn, we go back into the woods again for the berries and the nuts and the seeds. And we take different guests out throughout the year, so each foraging experience is different seasonally.
You're not getting stung?
Not really. The sting's really good for you. I'm a bit immune now.
Limewood's not cheap, but it's not eye-wateringly expensive either, so it makes a great base for a special treat. And what we love is how they slip a healthy approach into every aspect of a stay. So there are healthy snacks in the minibar and guidance about what are the healthier dishes in the restaurant menu. There are wacky workouts as well as foraging experiences, and there are really relaxing, authentic Indian treatments as well as very pampering British options. It's got everything covered. You'll feel so relaxed when you're here. Go on, you're worth it.